We started together DRA, our organization, together with 4 other partners in Bulgaria, from Ukraine, from Croatia, from Romania in 2015, and later joined Poland and Russia. And this was a small initiative, firstly, only to get a mapping of a generation. What was this transition? When did it start? Had it already an end, or is it in transition further? And what are really the differences in the history and perception of our countries?
The conversation about transition and about 89 is not that much only a historical conversation, but it's always about the present and the future. So how did transition make us the way we are? We want to map with this, in this dialogue, in this project, what are the key narratives and how are these taught in the schools, so that we know what is the mindset with which also kids come out of school and basically live the values that are taught in the textbooks.
If we can compare with period and ways of different countries, we can understand better who we are.
For me, transition dialogue is something personal, so I think the transition is really happening inside people's minds and inside people's hearts. We really need to find the way how to talk about this really complicated issues, because we have process of decommunization in Ukraine, decentralization, we have so many reforms. Actually, people don't know how to react, they don't know how to live in this new way.
It was not a national process. The history of Europe has changed. So it's not really something isolated. It's part of a bigger picture, and by looking into a bigger picture, we can see what it really means to the world and to the history of the end of 20th century and the beginning of 21st century. And it's good to see that we are not, an island, but that somehow plays very similarly in different places of Europe.
I guess the aim of the project is to have a multi-perspective view on transition experiences, and by opening up a space and giving voice to different people's experiences, to prevent a kind of radicalization of views and having the impression, so my experience is not included in the dominant discourse. I also expect Germans to learn from Eastern European experiences. My perception would be that a lot of Eastern European countries have a much more openly polarized debate on transition than we have in Germany. So there was always the tendency the East should learn from the West. I would like to see the West learning from the East.
The view to Eastern Europe might also help to understand better what's going on in Western parts of Europe. And I think the big and large Eastern diasporas in Western Europe are a good source of understanding a little bit better about what Western societies are passing through. So you get, through comparison, a deeper understanding And I think that is the richness and really the potential of this project. So this is an interesting process, and I'm very much looking forward, for example, to get inspiration from perspectives from Poland or Ukraine. So yeah, we have 2.5 interesting years ahead of us.